Salutations to you, my audience and future congregation. Today I present a play to provide an insight in the first days of Hermes' life. No, not herpes, that's a sexually transmitted disease. For help with herpes, please see your local healer or apothecary. Or, alternatively, you can see me later. Enough of this digression, for I hear the keening wail of a newborn babe.
He's got your eyes.
Oh, but he has your nose, doesn't he? Isn't he the cutest? So how has been living with your Olympus then?
Well, my dear, you know how things are up there on the mount. The missus, she's not very keen on extramarital wanderings. So, no. We had a terrible argument last week and she threw letters at me.
What? That must have been awful!
Yeah, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh.
So, yeah, things are a bit difficult up there with, you know, it could be bad with you and her on Mount Olympus. So, I think luxury beachfront for Arcadia, much better for a woodman. You don't want to be up there. Lots of glades, streams flowing, woods. Sounds good.
Well, I suppose you are all knowing and all that. Okay, it's a deal.
Done.
But I'll expect a regular maintenance check every month.
This scene sees our infant deity on his second day. Maya and Hermes have moved to Arcadia, but unfortunately, the new family has run out of ambrosia.
Hermes, my little puppet, I'm just off to the shops. I'll be a good boy and don't get into any trouble. Oh, here, let me tuck you in nicely.
While his mother is at the celestial supermarket, Hermes stirs, and the tantalising flavour of mischief crosses his fresh young mind. With a taste for adventure, he leaves his cot, and the swaddling babe makes his way outside.
In Dad's name, what the hell is this peculiar and bizarre beast? What pretty colours you have, and how well you shine in the sunlight. Now, my little darling, how about I do you a favour, scoop out your innards so that I may use your shell as a lyre. I'm sure it'll work, and you'll be better off than you are now because you'll sing sweet melodies.
And so, with the tortoise in his hands, the infant Hermes returned to his dwelling. There, he scooped out its giblets, used its sinews to make strings, and lopped the legs off the colonial reptile. The resultant instrument was the original lyre, and Hermes, he played it beautifully. Some say that if the sirens had heard the tortoise sing, they would have turned inside out with jealousy, and believe me, that's messy. Leaving the tortoise lyre in his cot, the young Hermes decides his mischief can expand as his world does, and so ventures forth from his villa.
Hey, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, I'm only 2 days old and I'm walking down the road. Check out my walk. Aha! Beyond I see a herd of cows. If I'm not mistaken, and I haven't been yet, this will provide a whole bucket load of fun. Now then, I don't want to steal those cows like a common thief. Oh no, this will take cunning and guile and a thick layer of ingenuity.
The young prankster sat down upon the meadow and immediately set to making a pair of slippers out of grass, so that wherever he set foot, no mark would be made. Wearing his stealthy new shoes, Hermes crept towards the herd, calming them with his soothing voice as he approached. Upon reaching the reassured herd, he began to arrange them so he could lead them backwards by their tails. Then Hermes began leading the cattle backwards from the field.
Hey, now then, come by, come by. Now then, come by, come by. Then come by, come by. Come by.
No malice was at play in Hermes' young mind, just a lust for tomfoolery. On Hermes' way back down the dirt track, he came upon an old man tending to an orchard of peach trees.
Oh, baby, what are you doing with a herd of backward walking cows and a pair of grass slippers?
Said the old man, for this was not a common sight.
I'm just out for a walk, and these cows decided to follow me. A bit like a dog, but more bovine than canine.
Hermes replied, for his wit and wisdom was of a godlike ilk, even at this tender age.
You think I'm born yesterday?
No, you're far too old. However, I was born the day before. Now, if you know what's good for you, then you can see me, right?
Ha, the youth of today.
With that final word, Hermes left with his bovine retinue. Unknown to Hermes, the old man he'd been conversing with was Batus, the god of gossip. The cattle to an empty cave where he set about slaughtering 2 of the beasts. He burned the meat from the 2 cows in 12 separate portions, 1 for each of the Olympian gods, but saved none for himself, even though he was hungry. Hermes wandered back to his home. He cloud seeped through the keyhole and snuggled up in his cot next to the lyre.
Beggar blast and buckets of hydra shite! Some stinking pigs nicked me cows! Me, Apollo, god of music and poetry! I'm gonna rip the harpy's head off!
See why Apollo's the god of poetry. He tried to follow the thief's tracks, but found none. He tried to follow the cow's tracks, but these just led into the field. Unable to track the missing cows, Apollo turned to his powers of divination, which put him on the trail of the oxen. Presently, Apollo came upon an old man.
Hey, old man! I don't suppose you've seen anything of a herd of cows walking backwards down this lane, have you?
Indeed I did, far-reaching Apollo. A 2-day-old infant led them from the tail, and they went that way.
Scrotians!
Apollo follows his divination, and it leads him to a certain luxury beachside villa.
Hello? Oh, hello?
Maya, I want to speak to your son, Hermes.
Hermes? Oh, you better come in then. But he's sleeping at the moment.
I'll give him sleep in a minute. What have you done with my bloody cows? You've nicked them, haven't you?
How can I view my baby steal cows? Look at me. I don't even know what a cow is yet. I have tender feet so I cannot walk. And I have no strength with which to steal these from the fictitious cows.
Right, that's it. There's only one being that can sort this out. Zeus. You're coming with me. He'll sort you out. Zeus, father of the gods, I come to you for your all-knowing wisdom. I know this thief Hermes has stolen my cows, for I saw it in the ripples of a lake.
What's a cow?
Hermes, did you steal Apollo's cows?
Is a cow a bit like an apple?
You have one more chance. The truthful answer.
Yeah, alright. I stole them, but it's only a bit of a joke. Come on, I'll show you where they are.
Follow me.
Kids today.
Here they are, Apollo, in this cave.
But you've killed 2 of them.
Yeah, that was just a sacrifice to the 12 gods. I didn't actually eat any of it.
I'm still going to wring your neck.
Hang on a second, before you do that, check this out. This is as recompense for stealing your cows.
And what's this, my child?
It's a liar.
Wow, what a great tune! Wow, this is great! With this lyre, all of mankind can enjoy the pleasures of music with little skill. You're a great pal. Here, have the power of divination.
Look at this.
Well, Apollo was so pleased with his new instrument, he became an eternal friend with his half-brother Hermes. Zeus made Hermes the messenger and arbitrator of the gods for his speed, guile and cunning, and allowed him to become part of the 12 on Mount Olympus. Hermes is the god who guides souls to the underworld. He's the only god who can freely roam between all of the planes.
This way down. Watch the camcorder battery. There's the tubers of barracks to your right. Careful now.
Oh, mighty Hermes, try not to tread on your sheet.
Hermes also defeated the Argos, a fearful and dangerous beast. Hermes is most definitely an all-around good guy. Thank you for listening. Good night.